Halos in the Infield Baseball Network.
Think about it. We'll get into everything that we're going to get into as we go along, but I got to rant real quick. But why would you throw out an inexperienced pitcher in a game you're still close in? And I don't care what the record is. You show up for a fucking rivalry game. But he's actually talking to him constantly. That is a sign of a really, really good coach.
It's the ToddFox Postgame Podcast with your host, ToddFox.
Because the only thing I want to yell is, fuck! Hey, how's it going, everybody? We are live from the ToddFox studios a little late after the game. We were there all day. Vote for recall, that's for sure. It is me, ToddFox, a.k.a. Halo Honk, in the house. And we also have Grillmaster along with...
Hey, guys.
Fernando.
My first show in 3 years of the Halos in the Infield podcast history. Here I am. For those who haven't seen my face before, here I am.
Yes.
Grillmaster is real.
Yeah, he's definitely real.
I'm a real man, and if you were at the game with me tonight, like these two were, then you guys know that I'm definitely for real.
Exactly. So as we get into it, we're going to say 714 tickets, 714 tickets, and 714 tickets could have got you into the game today. For all those that came out and enjoyed the tacos and nachos, it was really fun, right, Fernando?
It was a good time, dude. It was worth the drive.
Yeah, we had a good time today, pregame. Postgame should have been better, but God damn it, and we're going to get into the Angels and what they did tonight. We'll pull up the box score and everything else like that. But initial comments and thoughts about, first off, the day, Fernando, and then what happened with the team on the field.
I'll go ahead and say this. We had a good time at the tailgate.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun. Not going to lie about that. Obviously, a really frustrating ending. Hunter Renfroe had an opportunity there to put the team on his back and give the Angels the win, and he just couldn't get it done. Mm-hmm. The offense was uninspired. The offense was flat. Philosophy struck because this team was so uninspired. Mm-hmm. It's bad when Anthony Rendon is your only offense in terms of runs scored. Yeah. Aside from that, Anderson actually pitched a decent game.
Yeah, you want to go over his numbers right here? There it is right there, Anderson.
Yeah, 5 innings pitched, 5 hits, no earned runs, 2 walks, 3 Ks. So you would have liked to see the strikeouts a little higher, but out of a guy like Tyler Anderson, you'll take it.
The ERA drops to 5.2 in that situation as well. He came in with a 5.54 coming into this matchup. It's Sam Bachman who will take the loss and his first career blown save. Bachman pitches 1 inning, allows 2 hits, 2 runs, though you could have argued Rendon should have had a throwing error on that ground ball. I believe it was from Dom Fletcher. So again, 1 inning pitch, 2 hits and 2 runs. One of them's earned probably because of the error. You have a walk in there, a strikeout. His ERA currently sits at 2.35.
And here's the thing too. I mean, as far as like Loop is concerned, he came in, pitched 2 innings. The bullpen really wasn't the problem. Again, what we've been talking about the last 4 games is you literally just have no offense. Like literally. The offense is just bad. 1 run, 3 hits tonight. You went 0 for 5 with runners in scoring position, 6 men left on base. Again, you're not cashing in any kind of things. Anyone stand out to you in the lineup? I mean, look at the number 1 through 3 hitters. 0.
Yeah, that's what stands out for me. I mean, Anthony Rendon got a hit and a home run. Taylor Ward got a hit. Rengifo got a hit. And after that, a whole lot of goose eggs. Especially for a bunch of guys there who make a lot of money, and should be getting some hits. The last 2 nights have been really embarrassing for this Angels offense.
Yeah, what do you think, Grillmaster? I mean, like the offense has been terrible, very uninspired, like Fernando said, and then we have on the title. We thought last night's game was just a walk through the motions. Tonight, same thing.
Yes, and I will say we had one less hit in this game tonight than we did in last night's game. We had 3 hits in this game as compared to 4 last night. Arizona, I believe, finished with it says there they had 9 hits tonight. We had 3, Ward, Rendon, and Rengifo getting the hits. What I'm mainly surprised about is I predicted Ward to have a hat trick. He gave that to Mike Trout instead. Ward went 1 for 4 with a double and 3 other outs. Again, I've said it before on the show when I'm being the crazy commenter that I normally am. The offense is the problem. Pitching is not the problem. Yes, some of our starters have crapped the bed. Griffin Canning on Friday, last night. He is terrible in the first 2 innings, gives up that grand slam to Gurriel Jr., then proceeds to pitch great. After Sandoval gives up that 6-run third inning against the White Sox against Fat Lance, he starts to settle down and throw a little bit better, also being saved by a Mike Trout home run robbery off of Andrew Vaughn that day. So overall, the pitching on the starting side has been terrible to start. They will absolutely crap the bed at whatever moment, but then they'll proceed to pitch like gods when the game doesn't matter.
Well, and I agree. Like right now, if you look at what they did, you really can't sit on. I mean, because look, we were talking earlier in the game, me and Fernando. Anderson comes out here with a nice start again. You're given every opportunity to win this game. You have opportunities to score runs, but then you have innings where Grillmaster and all of us were perplexed because it seems like the commercials took longer than the inning. The Angels took swings on first inning or first pitch hacks, were popping out, grounding out, and the inning was over. There was no momentum. There was nothing to. And again, you lose a game in the standings. And again, and Arizona's better. But are they far much better than we are? No. And we're just making every team, a guy like Ryan Nelson, look fabulous. Look like he's one of these aces.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Angels have had a really, really, really bad situation this year where they make guys with 5 ERAs and 6 ERAs look like studs.
Mm-hmm.
And, that's kind of just been the halo way for a little while now. But it really seems to be the trend this year. And we were talking to Brian, or at least I was, during the game about the fact that, and you and I have gone to town on this multiple times, Todd, this organization doesn't have a sense of direction. Mm-hmm. When you look at Joe Madden, like you're able to identify what Joe Madden baseball was, right? Play like it's 1985 or whatever.
And let me get a crazy mohawk on literally days before I get fired.
Dress like Squid.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
let's get these guys to play like Squid.
At least he didn't finish the whole season up here like he did last year when we called him up in like May.
Well, they are playing like Squid. But
yeah.
Go ahead, Fernando.
Yeah, Trout's playing like Squid too. It's great.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
It's
His
amazing.
best Squid
He
impression.
did have a
love
hat
it.
trick in the box score. Trout went 0 for, I think officially he would have ended up going 0 for 4. He had that walk in the 7th or
3
like the
strikeouts.
6th. 0 for 4, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts.
It's all right. He made the All-Star game. Though,
That's
guys.
right,
He made
yeah.
as a starter.
Yeah.
Bravo.
Oh, wow.
Bravo.
Yeah.
Well done.
And he had 3 of the 9 strikeouts the team collected tonight.
Hey, there you go. The 33%. Can't say he didn't put the team on his back. Maybe not a good way. Are you going to do the nacho night? Because that might be a good segue.
Yeah, let's jump into that real quick.
Can we all do our own individual nacho nights for this one?
Yeah, you know what? The hell with it. Let's start out with the Stamos Award first. Well, let's check out who wants to go for the John Stamos Award first. Who wants to give their first take?
Girlmaster wants to give it.
Okay, fine. I wasn't going to go first, but I guess I will. My pick for the Stamos Award, I'm going to pick 2 players, and I'm going to have to pick them from the opponent, unfortunately, because nobody on the Angels performed very well. None of them had more than 1 hit. There were only 3 hits from 3 different hitters.
Let's hear about it.
The Stamos Award is going to go to Ryan Nelson of Arizona, pitching 7 1/3 innings, allowing 3 hits, an earned run, 6 strikeouts. Stamos number 2 for the Diamondbacks is going to go to the guy they acquired in the Dalton Varsho trade this past offseason, the catcher, Gabriel Moreno. He ended up going 3 for 4 tonight with a hit by pitch, a run scored, and a stolen base. If we look at the other part of the box score, Moreno also, the 3 hits, as I said, 1 strikeout in there as well, 1 run scored. Now batting .271 as a catcher. So those guys really killed us. And another note is the bottom of the order really did do a number against us. I feel Dominic Fletcher, it was his ground ball, I'm pretty sure, that went to Rendon in the 6th, that Rendon made the bad throw to Renfroe on, that eventually won the Diamondbacks the game. I knew at that point that the game was over.
We're cooked.
Yeah. What you got, Fernando?
Yeah, I'm going to give it to Ryan Nelson.
Okay.
I mean,
there's his numbers right there.
Yeah, exactly. 7.1 innings pitched. I mean, it looked for a minute there like he had a chance to get a complete game.
Yeah. I was surprised when they took him out.
They did like a Joe Madden move almost.
Yeah, he was looking really, really good. So, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to give it to him. I'll also give it to our audience because,
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
They came out in numbers. I was pleasantly surprised walking around and seeing all the fans and the, people recognizing Todd and recognizing the show. So, that might be a cop-out, but I'll do that too because I don't want to give it to Diamondback fully.
I'll take that too. I'm going to give it to Nelson as well. I mean, 6 strikeouts. He looked like a guy who had an ERA of 2, but he came in there with an ERA of 5, and of course, we made him look great. So, and then we made the Diamondbacks bullpen, which is decent, and even some of the Diamondbacks fans were arguing with me, talking down their pitching staff, and we're like, no, we suck. And I'm like, you haven't met our hitting yet. So, again, they got the job done as a pitching staff, and they won a close game, and kudos to them. It sucks. But I will also echo Fernando's sentiments as far as the fans. They really showed up tonight, and it was really cool. A lot of cool people. The food was good. Shout out to Jason Kroom. Kroom Dogs for cooking, and shout out to Mike from Green Bay, brought his family all the way from Wisconsin, and not Green Bay, it was another town, but I keep saying Green Bay, but he came out and he was really helpful too. He hung out with us the entire time, so we had a real blast there. Let's kick it over to the nachos because this is gonna be fun.
This is gonna be something. Let's do it.
All the cheese, all the refried beans, all the onion and tomato and the guacamole, all the beef and jalapeno and the sour cream, all the nachos.
All right, so Nacho Award, you want to start it off, Grill Master?
Okay, sure. Show me the box score.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Well, it's definitely gonna be.
It's gonna be going to the Angels. That's an automatic, folks. My pick for the Nacho Night Award, I'm gonna give it to 2 guys again.
Okay.
Just like I did with the Stamos, and it's gonna go to Mike Trout. Mike Trout. And went 0 for 4 officially, 3 strikeouts and a walk. And despite his walk, it didn't mean anything because the next guy struck out. Shohei struck out on a high fastball, which was at his shoulders.
And one on the floor.
That was horrible.
And then, I don't know what the other 2 batters did after that, but it was still pathetic to see. The other Nacho Night winner for me, Sam Bachman, for blowing the game in the 6th inning. He got himself into trouble, and Rendon could not save him.
Rendon couldn't save himself.
He couldn't save himself to save his life, if that makes sense.
All right, what's yours, Fernando?
Well, aside from giving it to the security guards who wouldn't let us in to give out the thunder sticks to the children, the Angels security staff really dropped the ball today.
Explain that.
I have never seen Todd lose his shit. Obviously on the post-game show, but, he's playing it up a little bit, right? You're in character. We're trying to get some engagement, have some fun. But, Todd legitimately looked at this security guard, and he was all, so we have to be quiet inside the stadium in his Halo Honk voice. Oh, yeah. Because, so we had an entire bag of, how many thunder sticks would you say?
At least 400.
Okay.
400 pairs.
Couple hundred.
Thunder sticks?
Yeah, we had that
Wow.
much. Yeah.
A couple hundred thunder sticks.
I wanted to give it a lot to the kids.
Had him in a clear bag. Yeah, you shouldn't say that when you're dressed as a clown.
Yeah.
But, had him in a clear bag, and they would not let us in, even though Todd has previously given out thunder sticks in the clown costume, man. So, we were able to sneak a couple in, take that Angel Stadium security staff. But obviously not as many as we would have if they just would have let us in. We were able to get the T-shirts in. But So aside from the security staff getting the Nacho Night, I'm going to give it to the top 3. Moniak, Trout, and Ohtani. Hitless. Great job.
Oh, yeah.
Hitless. Absolutely. I mean, Rendon, if he didn't get the only run, maybe he would have been included in there. But, because he did have an error.
And a costly error, too.
Yeah, exactly. A very costly error. But, I'm going to go ahead and give it to the top 3.
Yeah. I think I'm going to echo again your sentiments right there because, again, you have 3 guys that go collectively and 0 for 11, and then they have 6 strikeouts. That's no production. That's no contact. That's no nothing. And if your number 1 through 3 aren't doing the job, then you're pretty much screwed. And it sucked too tonight because I'm going to say the same thing with the security because there was an awful lot of kids there that it would have been nice to the kids that we did give the Thundersticks to. They were appreciative and their family was, and we gave out the shirts. I mean, we had the entire 400 section and 500 section just going crazy, and it was really fun. So it's like, we want to do more stuff like that, but it's like our organization's holding us back, and that kind of sucked. So. Hopefully next time we get more people involved and stuff like that and we can get, something sponsored because it seemed like they really didn't. One of the ushers told me, or ladies that works there said that basically, because of the sponsorship or that they had with the, bobbleheads, they were kind of looking at us undermining them. It's like, dude, we don't have thousands of stuff to give away. We just had enough to try to keep the crowd involved. And they're like, no noisemakers. It's like, the cowbell is more disruptive than a freaking Thunderstick. You know what I'm saying? And people love the Thunderstick because it's a throwback to 2002 and the years that we were in the postseason. So it's like everyone was asking for it. It's like, dude, we wanted to bring it in, but it is what it is. So, yeah, that's our nacho thing for tonight. What happened?
The most recent, who's the guy on the right dressed like John Wayne Gacy?
I'm coming for your kids.
What? I don't even understand. It's from Hanky Panky Cards.
Yeah, Hanky Panky.
I don't know who that one is.
Just like that, Todd has joined Rocks in the Outfield is now canceled.
I sure have.
Didn't you call them Rocks, but you replaced the R with a
Cox.
C?
Yeah, Cox in the
Very
okay,
Cox,
we can,
yeah.
Okay, we can go on Central.
Yeah, because it's like, we were winning.
Wow, winning.
But now we're not even this.
I'm by winning. I win here and I win there. Now what?
Yeah, so it's like we're in trouble, guys. This is 4 games in a row.
Never fear, because don't worry, because after this,
I hit the back arrow and then start over again.
Erica Weston.
Hey,
He's coming on to talk about Joey Otto.
Hey, did you see the Rendon home run? I know Steve at least won't like that.
Oh, no.
When is Joyce coming back? It's a great question.
When's
So
Moore
as of
coming
right
back?
now, he hasn't had any kind of regression in his throwing program. I know he's going to be progressing now to doing simulated games in the near future. The hope would probably be around the All-Star break, right after.
Yeah.
Along with Neto would be the hope. So what I'm hoping is that the Joyce, Moore, and Neto will both be back, and those will really help move the needle a little bit because since Zach Neto has gotten hurt, this team has really, really been scuffling.
Yeah, I mean, you had the fungus of freaking Velasquez on there, but I'll say it before and I'll say it again. What's weird about this slump that we're going through is the pitching, again, is not the problem.
And the bullpen's been pretty fine, too.
The hitting, I mean, a lot of people, we saw it today as far as hot angels on the freaking farm system. Trey Cabbage and Joe Adell are leading the PCL with 22 homers each. Trey Cabbage has 22 stolen bases. Will he get that green light if he ever comes up this year? Will he come up this year? I mean, we need a shot in the arm. If you're not going to go out and spend money or make a trade that's going to lose a prospect or two to get a Goldschmidt, why not bring up Trey Cabbage? Give him a shot. I mean, like, what's the worst that can happen at this point? Again, we're taking the risk pitching-wise, and it seems to be working. But as you saw tonight, Fernando, and you saw Grillmaster, I want your guys' thoughts on this. The pitching showed up again. What is your biggest take on why we are not making contact or doing anything fundamentally?
Okay, I'll go first on this one. And you have said this before with a guy like Patrick Sandoval. We can get ahead of hitters, no problem. You can get them 0-2. However, the pitchers mess around. They start nibbling at outside, inside corner, or they make a crappy pitch like, say, a hanging slider or a fastball down the middle or an absolutely spiked curveball. and the batter knows that it's coming, and it's just the pitch execution from pitcher to catcher when it comes to 2 strikes has been horrible. They need to change it up. The scouting report, well, maybe not the scouting report, but your idea should be if you've shown him 2 weaker pitches prior to get him like 1-2 or 0-2, use your best pitch. Now, in the instance for Patrick Sandoval, we know that his best pitch is the changeup. Statistically, it's one of the best in the sport. So if he's ahead 0-2, 1-2, Sandoval should be throwing a changeup middle and down below the strike zone. Down and middle or down and away, like at the edge of the corner, and you will likely get a chase from a right-handed batter.
All right, Fernando.
I totally forgot your question.
What is wrong with the hitting? Because the hitting has just been atrocious. What do you see in this team that can give you hope that possibly moving forward we could change the direction of what we're doing? Because right now we're looking pretty pathetic.
Something's got to change. Something's got to give. Also, you'd like to think that the Angels will be able to figure it out, but this team is streaky to the maximum. Mm-hmm. They hit their peaks, and they definitely hit their valleys. And right now, their offense is just in the middle of one of those valleys. I just don't know how motivated they are behind the scenes. You know, obviously, our candy-ass reporters only report so much, and they're just playing such uninspired baseball. Mm-hmm. And it just continues to be the situation where the offense is flat or the pitching is flat. Mm-hmm. We can never fire on all cylinders for a consistent amount of time. And anytime we feel the high of winning 3 out of 4 against Texas, we got to feel the low of splitting with the White Sox or losing the series with the Diamondbacks. And I understand the Diamondbacks are a first-place team.
Or the Rockies.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not naive. The Diamondbacks are now a good team. We're far enough into the season now where you have to take them seriously.
Absolutely. They're better than the Dodgers.
Yeah, thank God. So the point is, something has to change with this organization. We continue to flip-flop. We continue to not have a committed front office. We continue to not have a consistent management. And it's really cost us really for the last decade. And unfortunately, I don't really see what's going to change anytime soon.
Yeah, we were talking about this at the bar tonight at Noble, by the way. Noble Ale Works. We were talking about how we kind of have this feeling that next year, if Ohtani walks, this team may be significantly better. The pitching won't need too much retooling outside of obviously Ohtani, but you're going to be able to attract an ace here. I have faith that they'll get an ace here. They might get a number 2 here. You're going to save a shit ton of money if he walks. I know that's not what a lot of Halo honks or Angel fans want to realize or comprehend at this point. But if it comes down to it and we do lose Ohtani, the youth movement that we're going to be doing with this team is going to pay off. And right now, we have 2 potential Hall of Famers in the lineup, one for sure, one maybe, and is working his way there, the unicorn. But think about this, if we don't get any help for this team moving forward and we're just going to go with the status quo, because obviously you're going to have to give him a big contract and you're going to have to put even more money in to surround him with no Hunter Renfroes and 1-year deals. We need guys that are going to come in here and do some damage. And guys that are going to be able to get solid hits. The Netos and Hoppies are going to help out, but you're going to have to get a couple more pieces, right? So this is going to be something where you're either all in right now for the future and you can, work with Ohtani whether you keep him or not, or you're all in just trying to rebuild without losing it's hard to say without losing so bad right now, because right now we're still a 500 team. We're 3 games over only.
That's true.
So let me ask you guys this. So the end of the game, they decided to not go with the new toy, Mike Moustakas again. Seemed like a lot of us wanted Moustakas in. And instead, they decided to roll the dice with Hunter Renfroe. Mm-hmm. All I can personally say is...
No, you don't like that call. I don't like that call. Not a very good call.
All right, so worry.
Should have gone with the evil laugh.
So where are you guys on it? Because all we know is that Phil Nevin was sitting there going,
Oh, that's the evil laugh?
because he made yet another bad move.
It turned out to.
Yeah, and Phil Nevin was
Where?
Yep.
And now we lost another series to the Diamondbacks, which means for us yet again.
And right now, this doesn't look so close.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me?
Well, I mean, that's what Phil Nevin would say if somebody actually asked him a meaningful question.
But he doesn't get those.
No, he doesn't get that. Instead, they're like, hey, how do you like Applebee's, Phil? And Phil Nevin's like, Applebee's? I love Applebee's. Me and Roger like to go there together, and Artie likes to give me handies in the bathroom.
I thought that was John Stamos to Roger.
Well,
That's also accurate.
yeah, it's both. I will tell you this real quick, and we're going to get into the comments right here. We'll start reading these comments, but I'm telling you, the fans came out in droves. This was a good, turnout. A lot of people were very psyched, and it was going to be one of those things where you had a very international crowd from all over, and it was really fun atmosphere. But as the game carried on, fourth, fifth inning, you just got this sense like they just weren't going to do nothing. And you had a lot of
emotional damage.
And a lot of this when Renfroe struck out because we had false hope. That was longer than the fireworks, by the way.
Yeah, what was with the fireworks today? It was like Disney themed.
It was
like,
really
out of nowhere?
short.
Yeah.
It was really short too, because when I took Anna to the Angels series, I took Anna to the Angels game a couple weeks ago. It was the Seattle series when we faced that Brian Wu guy, who's now a fixture in Seattle's rotation somehow. When Anna and I were sitting up in like the John Stamos territory over the 500 level, because I apparently got tricked about the seating chart online from the Angels website. Note to self: never buy from the Angels website again. And
Should have bought from 714 Tickets.
which I did this time, and I am very grateful that I did.
Yeah, because if
What
not,
happened
Grillmaster is going
was
to be
with
on
that show, that fireworks show was about 10 to 20 minutes longer than what this one was. This one had like a Star Wars theme to it. They even played Danger Zone, which was kind of good. I liked the way the fireworks were going, but that was surprisingly really short. It was like 5 to 10 minutes instead of like 20 minutes to what felt like a half hour when I was at the Big A about 3 weeks ago.
And by the way, real quick, I want you guys' experience as far as, before we get into the comments, what did you guys feel about meeting Big 20 for the first time?
He's bigger than I thought.
Really? Okay.
It was cool to finally meet him. I mean, that's what's fun about meeting a lot of people. You know what I mean? I mean, we've been doing this for 3 years now.
Yeah.
So, you get to know these people digitally. But when they're actually in front of you and you're a real person, it's like, okay, like it's cool. And you and I were talking on the car ride to your house about how rewarding it is. I mean, there's this guy in the UK who likes to bitch all the time about the fact that he's up till like 3 a.m. Like, oh, I'm up till 3 a.m. watching the Angels, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, bro, like we've got people from like Australia who tune in to watch. Yeah. We got people from Japan. Like you're seriously, like, you want to keep fishing for attention. That's fine. I understand that you get
Emotional damage.
because you don't get to sleep, and that's fine. Join the club.
I have limited
How
sleep
dare
every
you.
Friday night because I make a music playlist for every Saturday when I go into work. I'm up at 5:46 a.m. in the morning and I'm on such limited sleep. I mean, and I'm still on. I've been up for over 15 hours.
Yeah.
I need to be on whatever you're on, Grillmaster.
I'll tell you, a crap ton of coffee.
Well, there you go.
What kind of coffee? You're about to get Grillmaster's order. Forget about a Choyo Tani order. It's the
It's
unicorn.
a secret. If I told you,
No, you got to tell us. I drove here from Texas for
I'm
this.
so wasted.
you really labeled that with that title. Oh my goodness. It's a mix. It's Pete's coffee, a mix of decaf and like an Italian dark roast, among others. And we also have an espresso machine at my house. I've just gotten into it.
Okay. Fair enough.
I actually used 2 espresso shots this morning, so I think that might have helped. I still have a little bit of coffee left over.
Okay.
You need some balls and in John Stamos. We have not gotten that.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't really gone through here yet.
Well, let's get it right here.
Tonight, it's time for you to check out what I want. I want balls and
John Stamos.
Yeah. All right, should we get into some of these comments?
Let's read the
You
comments.
guys want to read the comments? We'll go from here. There's
Alright.
a lot, dude.
Yeah. Most of them are
Yeah.
Anna. Nothing wrong with that, by the way.
All right. Start with Flack. Just an option. Is it time for Ohtani before it's too late to trade him? I don't think there's no way we trade.
There's no way in hell that the Angels approve a Shohei Ohtani trade. Now, in a world where they care about winning long term, should they? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But it won't happen. Farty Moreno is not okay with that.
And remember, there's two things to talk about there. Perry even came out publicly about a month or two ago and specifically said that they were not going to trade Shohei. And knowing Artie Moreno, he spends money. He has, obviously, he's got like $3 billion spent on this team since he became the owner, I believe. I'm sure he would be willing to go balls to the wall and spend the biggest contract in sports history just to keep Shohei around and shut up all those toxic Dodgers fans about it.
Yeah, I just don't see that happening because Dan Rios says it perfectly.
Oh, no! We suck again!
That's right.
Yeah, also Squid should fill in for Shohei at the home run derby.
How dare you, Todd would be thinking.
Dude, watch him win it.
Oh,
In convincing fashion.
How dare you?
Badingo says, fucking, I was at the game and didn't even get a City Connect double bobble.
You didn't even meet any of us, and especially me.
And Matt Badingo, that's another reason why security deserves to be reprimanded after today. Not only did they not let us in with the Thundersticks, but it was chaos outside. It was not organized chaos. I mean, Steve Elise and them suffered to get in. They were in these pointless switchback lines. They couldn't get in.
I've never seen it that
I
bad.
was in a crazy line
horrible.
myself. I was with Hammer, Dominic, Hammer's mom, and Hammer's friend Matt. So yes, another Matt to add to the however many Matts are on this freaking team.
And I really didn't help out Hammer tonight. I should have had the Shirley Temples flowing, but no Shirley Temples.
Oh, surely you can't be serious.
Todd's not a man of the people.
This
What can we
guy.
say?
Yeah. Sports News says, "Wow, we got Kamala Harris on the postgame show. Who has been on a bus before?"
Oh God, you better not be comparing me to Kamala.
Jack Black in the show. Hanky Panky says,
I'm not Jack Black, though. Some people have tried to compare me to him somehow.
Team really needs a leader. It's missing Suarez bad.
He's your boy.
Yeah, that's my guy. Tell
we
Fernando
really
and
address the
grill
microphone
master.
issue.
Okay, got it. The fire Nevin before trading Ohtani. Who can be Nevin's replacement? You guys have any thoughts on that?
Not Grillmaster. Sorry, Grillmaster.
Yeah.
I'd be too quick to DFA everybody.
Mateo.
That's true.
Mateo or no?
No, he's too picky about his decisions like Joe Madden, unfortunately. Sorry, Mateo, I love you, but no.
It'll be Todd.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, maybe it should be Roger. He'll keep the guys positive.
Oh, he
no!
would.
He'll be like, guys, I want balls and John Stamos. Or maybe
Bobby
Artie
Valentine
can run the team and manage it.
He could. He could be. What's that guy from the Dallas Cowboys? The
Jerry Jones?
Jerry Jones. Yeah.
In Urinating Tree's video, actually, you might have seen that video from Urinating Tree. It's called Artie Moreno, LA's Dark Angel of Anaheim.
Yeah, that's the reason why
They
we got him on
actually
this week.
compare. Well, we've had him twice now. I remembered.
Yep.
Tree in that video said that he is not Artie. You are not Jerry Jones. You market yourself like you are Jerry Jones, but clearly we know that Artie is not Jerry Jones.
Yeah.
We're supposed to get Urinating Tree back on when the Pirate series.
Oh, okay. That's gonna be good. He's,
Also, did we drop
Yeah,
the
we better
the
not
news
walk
that I
the
gave
plank.
you earlier about who's going to come on in August?
yes. Go ahead.
We'll do that now?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, all right, guys. All right, so Scott Spezio, he's been on the show before. And Brian Crosby from Marvel Team Entertainment.
Who was there today, by the way.
And he was at the tailgate. Shout out to him.
Yeah.
So, we are bringing them both on together. And Brian typically teaches people how to draw Marvel characters. But we're going to have Scott Spezio come on the show in August, along with all of you guys on a YouTube live stream. And Brian Crosby is going to teach us all how to draw the Rally Monkey. So, I mean, that'll be interesting, right? I mean, you have the World Series hero coming on
To talk baseball.
to, talk O2 World Series, of course, talk Angels baseball, where we currently are, And, I mean, we get to learn how to draw the Ryler monkey, which everyone loves, clearly.
And plus, he's done a lot of stuff with Mike Trout, drawing him as a comic book and stuff. The guy's super talented.
Yep.
One of Fernando's good friends. Brian Crosby's a good guy. Loves the page. Super Halo fan. So it's going to be fun to have him on. Eric Ward says 7 games back. Anderson pitched a hell of a game, a lot better than I thought. So I got to give him credit, but this team is in deep shit. Agree?
Agree.
Also, Halos Forever says, would have loved to show up, but I need handicap, and it wasn't available. Oh, that sucks, man.
For parking?
Yeah, or just for seating.
For seating, yeah. Not in our section, unfortunately.
No. What was that R. Martinez comment right there, or Anna's?
Which comment of Anna's?
Right there.
I feel bad for you, Matt.
Hi, Matt, or I feel
right
bad
below.
okay. Yeah, this says, this was a shame they lost. They gave up badly. I think what that should have said was they gave up badly after Arizona went up 2-1. I think that's what that comment meant to say.
Yeah, it was
after that throw was made, they said you got to add this one. You have to have a comment that's like, screw it, I'm a head out or something like that, because that's kind of what this game was after Rendon made that error.
Yeah. What about the R. Martinez comment?
R. Martinez says, I was listening to the game on the radio. Terry Smith says, Drury hasn't been in the lineup due to injury. His bat is missed tonight, and it's so obvious. Look, Drury has been solid, I think, but to me, when he has had to come up with runners on base, I have not been the biggest believer in him because he just tends to strike out too much in that situation.
Everybody does.
This season, I have seen Drury as a pretty solid table setter. You can lead him off in an inning, and he can hit a single or double pretty easily.
Thoughts?
Yeah, I wonder if he's going to be out for a substantial period of time, and if he is, just put him on the IL already so we can get somebody else up here, like Squiddy Poo.
No,
your favorite. Hey, Big 20 agrees with me when I gave out my nacho nights. The top 3
Tani and Trout, Rendon,
Vic Vic's right there.
And Taylor Ward are just a bunch of them who just didn't hit. Vic says 7/31, which is July 31st, will tell us if we will be rebuilding or be a buyer. R. Martinez, buyers or sellers? How do we answer? I would say give it until closer to the deadline.
Because I put yes and no.
No, yeah, exactly. So
my bad, it's late.
Yeah,
go ahead.
It is very late.
Happy Sunday, folks! It's the 2nd day of July officially.
Yes. Go ahead.
Oh no, just reading here. People, saying hi to each other, saying hi to Vetter. It was nice to meet him and his father. I wish I could have came to the event. Okay, yeah, Anna, we wish you could have came too.
I love your outfit. This should be Halloween. Eric's. Artie Moreno.
What was that?
It's at the Artie. I should have been Artie Moreno tonight.
Dude, you should have. That would have been great.
Yeah.
Maybe you could be Artie for Halloween.
You would have needed a glass of whiskey in order to make that work, but of course you won't be able to bring alcohol into the stadium.
Well, I could have a fake whiskey or like one of those flask, and I could be like,
well, knowing how inept the ushers are, they probably won't be falling for such a trick.
They wouldn't like
Hey, dude, I was really surprised that Todd didn't get kicked out. So the reason why I say that is because we went up to the 600s where Roger Lodge likes to sit. Yeah, where John Stamos used to cuddle me at night, and
John Stamos choked on me.
Yeah, leave the Roger Lodge voice to us, buddy.
Dang it!
Hey, you can't have it all. You
and of course, I was pretty cocky when I wanted to get that over with, sit down, and be on with. But now that it's actually on my body and it's running up my butt right now, I kind of like
guy John Stamos. John Stamos
choked on me.
Go ahead.
John Stamos
choked on me.
Wait, what?
He choked on you.
Yeah, right.
Well, yeah, what were you doing up there again?
Oh, we were up there. We were giving up the shirts, and security came over to Todd and was like following him for like a little while, kind of seeing what he was doing. And I was like, dude, this is where it happens. This is where we get kicked out. We're cooked. It's over right now. But no, they just gave him fist bumps. He just kept walking.
Oh, I know. They were like, oh, that's badass. And we were throwing stuff into the crowd and pretty much making the crowd as loud as they were all night.
Yeah, people were going bonkers for the shirts. I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, that was fun.
Until we got to like the first base side. The people there were
well, it's because, like you said, they gave up the runs, and it kind of just took the air out of the sails, dude. It really did.
Yeah, unfortunately. I see. Where were we?
Let's go down here. Let's pick up with. Oh, the team needs another overhaul. Would you sign Jeremy Reed?
Nope.
No. Arvatita says, is it the conception and fallacy that they think that the Angels play up or down to their competition? If that were true, they would be playing better against the Dodgers, Astros, Diamondbacks, to name a few. Well, to me, they play up to their competition pitching-wise.
Yep.
Like, they'll play down to the Royals and give up some runs, and they'll play up to the Dodgers and keep it right there to where only one mistake is made and you lose the game. It's the hitting that just falls off all the time.
As I said earlier.
Like, do you agree with that, Fernando? I mean...
Yeah, no, I absolutely. Cesar Lopez here. Todd, when does Perry hit the panic button and start to fire people? I don't think he does this year.
No, I think that would be an off-season cleanup, dude. That'd be like, hey, you know what? Ohtani's gone. We need to hit a hard reset and basically find out who the pillars are on this team moving forward. Most of it's going to be youth and Trout. And you're stuck with Rendon because we talked about that contract, at Noble too, right?
Yeah, wonderful contract. We all love it.
Oh, yeah.
Because was it you who were like, I think after next year we eat the rest of the contract? And I'm like, I don't know, man. That's $70 million.
Yeah, we were talking about when we were at Noble eating Rendon's contract. Next year, I believe, is year number 5 of the contract. It's a 7-year deal. And I would say if Rendon sucks in the first half, you may have to pull the triggers. If you think about it, we DFA'd Albert Pujols in the last year of that mega 10-year deal. Yeah. So we essentially got a Pujols 2.0 situation here.
We do.
Let's see, Sports News. Fernando, where did you get that shirt? So I got this custom ordered. It was a design that Randy made a long time ago. Mm-hmm. We just kind of never really sold it, but I think we're going to start.
Yes.
We got asked about it all day today. So
you were a good advertisement.
Yeah, that was kind of the hope. Yeah. So, I got it in time for the tailgate. What do you guys think? Should we sell it?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it's a good one. And then I had the Hittyland one.
I will say some people may find it controversial. I mean, if you're like a Halo honk or something like that, well, obviously I'm not, but I'm just saying Halo honks may find that controversial. And I'm sure other people who have like brought up their kids to root for the Angels like for the first time may not like it, but that's my opinion, and everybody is welcome to disagree with me in the comment section because I'm sure everybody who watches this show would want Fernando to sell this shirt.
Yeah, if anybody who doesn't want to buy the shirt is a
dumbass. Yes, exactly. And we got to keep our composure because if not, we're not going to be honking our honks, right?
You were honking your honk all night.
I was.
Crispy socks here, crispy socks there, crispy socks with some mystery.
That's true. The master is here. He's got a crispy sock.
He's got all the crispy socks.
They're really sweaty. I've had them on. I had the same socks on all day since 5:40 this morning.
Come on, dude.
Do we need to start giving him extra socks?
I have an extra pair in my backpack.
See, like James was talking about, we need a Sade, like a Sade award for what is it called, Smooth Operator, and then we need the Crispy Socks award.
Crispy socks.
Yeah.
I thought he wanted like a shorty, like a short A.
Oh, yeah. No.
Yeah, that's completely different.
Kroom's car right there. My nacho goes to the security staff management of the line to get into the stadium. 1 hour is unacceptable. Damn.
Yeah, dude, I heard there was fistfights outside too when the final box of bobbleheads started giving out. So.
Jeez. And again, who shows up? You have really good bobbleheads and you're giving away only 25,000. That's crazy.
Todd,
I
what
asked
did you
for a
and Better
second
do
one.
by yourselves?
Uh-oh. No,
Todd showed me his rally thong.
Guys, with how bad
didn't work.
With how bad we're struggling, I don't see Todd in a thong at any point, and frankly, I don't want to see him in a thong, especially if he's shirtless.
Well, all I know is now every time Vetter sees Todd in his thong, he's going to say,
I'm so wasted.
I thought he was going to say, oh, gnarly.
Yeah, I know that dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I said I saw a hammer, I'm like, I know that dude.
That one.
Oh, gnarly.
That's what they're all going to say every time. They're going to say,
oh, gnarly.
When they see the thong, huh?
Yeah, right. Hey, we'll be right back after this break. By the way, who's pitching on Tuesday on 4th of July? And Girl Masters crushing Erica Weston. Just kidding, doesn't have one, but.
You probably just pissed off Anna.
No,
with such a line.
I literally just made that up. I have a crush on Erica Weston. That was me.
There you go.
Yeah, we got some hearts though.
Let's see. There was kids all around me in section 421. They liked the Thundersticks, Matt Bedingo. Yeah, see?
Oh, there you go. See, we made the kids happy.
We
Unlike
tried
the Angels tonight.
Yeah.
Let me see. The Angels are by losing. That's a good one. That should be a shirt. By losing.
Yeah, that means you got to add that's a losing streak sound effect, and then you need to add an I'm by losing, the opposite of Charlie Sheen's I'm by winning line.
Yeah.
Because we are losing here and there.
That's a good one.
And
right
everywhere.
What do you guys think about Anna saying send Sam back to the minors, man?
Nah, I think it's too emotional charged right there. I know it's seen it tonight, but
Yeah. I Sam Bachman's the kind of guy who I could see, taking his lumps. He's a rookie. He's got to figure it out.
Oh, yeah.
But the one that I do want to bring up for sure is the one she said here. Would you send down Chad Wallach and call up Edgar Cuero? Now, Edgar Cuero is a guy that we were talking about potentially being a trade chip.
piece, yeah.
So, do you guys view him being in this organization long term, considering we have Logan O'Hoppe now? I know O'Hoppe is currently hurt, and post surgery, you never know what you're going to get out of somebody. Fortunately, he is young, so he is more likely to recover. Do you see Cuero staying here long term, or do you see him as a trade chip?
I would have to say he would be a trade chip if O'Hoppe was healthy. But since O'Hoppe's in the spot he's in, like you said, you don't know what O'Hoppe's going to be afterwards. I think we're all assuming he's just going to fall back in place and become that leader and a good catcher again. But if he's not, you really would like to have a good backup plan. So I think it would be too early to trade Cuero in this position we're in. And if he's rising through the minors like he is, there's a potential for him to be up. And if Wallach right now Wallach's in an 0-for-20 streak right now.
And that disappoints me as a Cal State Fullerton Titan. I want those who are Cal State Fullerton Titans on this team to be succeeding.
And he was doing really good. So so the fact that he's fallen off, I just don't see that you can afford to trade him at this point.
Yeah, because at this point, Matt Theis has been the better catcher despite not getting a ton of playing time. He's been better. I mean, at this point, I'd rather go with the younger catcher. Chad's a bit older. He's had time in this league. Of course, was brought up with the Marlins. So if you send down Chad again, which would stink because I did like him at the start of the season, you could bring up Edgar and just see what you got in him. I mean, if we're out of it in September, we're going to probably have to call up a lot of these guys and see what they have for us in the future. Your Trey Cabbages, Edgar Cueros, Michael Stefanik's of the world, and then hope that Phil Nevin plays them instead of going to his old pet peeves.
Let's see. So, Mama Luigi, it's all points to Arnie Moreno. He is the sole problem. He's definitely, it starts at the top. Mm-hmm. By the way, John Carpino saw my shirt and just kind of scoffed. Just throwing that out there. Throwing that out there.
And who is John Carpino, for those that don't know?
The president of the Angels.
Yes, he definitely was there.
Artie's righty and lefty man, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
Where was it right here? You want to read that one?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, you.
Oh, I'm starting to think that it's time to blow up the whole team, trade the unicorn, Trout, and give away Rendon for a bag of peanuts.
Yeah, I don't think Rendon's worth that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Could you throw him in a package?
You're going to have to give up a lot to get someone to take that contract.
Yep.
We're talking like you're going to have to pair him with a Zach Neto and O'Hoppe, a piece you don't want to get rid of. But, I mean, look what happened with getting rid of the Zach Kozar contract. They gave away the first-round pick of was it 2018?
Yeah.
It was Will Wilson. I know that.
A guy who went to the first baseman and shortstop who went to the Giants, and he never made the majors.
Yeah, he never.
Yeah,
really
he has not been good, man.
No.
He's been horrible.
Will Wilson ever make it? Who knows?
No, when we were 3 years ago, we were during COVID. We were in Arizona, and we were just giving him all kinds of shit. So that was fun with half a crowd there. That he heard every bit of it. And when he almost hit a home run, one of the players in the Giants dugout turned around to us and said, "Boy, you guys are lucky. He was going to flip you guys off right now," because we knew he was a former Angel. How about moving Rendon to first base like Ryan Zimmerman when he was in Washington, then trade Renfroe? I had enough. So
Hey, I mean, we might as well just keep the trend going, right? Everybody gets a chance.
Our offense was the Bad News Bears on steroids tonight. Where's that?
Here.
There you go.
It was terrible.
I don't want to use that one just for no reason.
Go for it.
Oh, I mean, that's Jose Altuve in a nutshell.
Like a midget at a urinal, I was going to have to stay on my toes.
Jose Altuve.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I absolutely love that one.
Astros fans are going to kill me for that
Selling
one.
team Artie.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
The vibes are there. Appreciate it, Matt. That's a good one.
The vibes are there. It's bad vibes everywhere.
The chair had a good night tonight. He caught a shirt.
He did. And the shirt said that, what did it say? I caught this at Angel Stadium, I think. I don't know. I saw the photo.
I caught this from a Buena Park gigolo.
There you go. That's a soundbite for sure.
Love that. That's got to be a shirt. Talk about the Heedy Land shirt, by the way, because that got a lot of fan.
Yeah, that's another thing that
another
people
good
wanted.
shirt.
When I was at Disneyland with my family on Thursday, I had a shirt that said Hitty Land.
Mm-hmm.
And it was based on the old school Disneyland logo.
Yep.
I just decided to get cotton mouth right now. My mouth's like super dry.
Oh, shoot. We might have some water in the fridge.
I'll go get one real quick.
Yeah.
Water break.
Yeah, so let me get into a few of these real quick. The Angels are who we thought they were. If AM830 wants to crown them, then crown their ass.
Yeah, where's that comment?
Yeah.
We are, or that sound. We are who they thought they were.
Eric Ward says, I think everyone should just come to the realization that we are not we are what our record is, which is starting to get there. The Halos are just above average team. It's been a better year, and there's hope for the youth movement. That's about it right now. I mean, if there's no turnaround, that's probably the best we're going to get, and that's very, very unfortunate. Artie Moreno is cheaping out. Also, his name is Farty Moreno. No phone calls tonight.
It's very late. I think
super
we gotta,
late, yeah.
Scrap phone calls until Monday's show because I'm predicting Todd's not going to do one later today.
Yeah, it depends, dude. It depends on what I do, because obviously tomorrow's Sunday, right?
Yep.
It's already Sunday. We're 18 minutes into Sunday.
But isn't it early game tomorrow?
It's a 107 start.
Oh, fuck no. I'm not
Zach
doing it tomorrow.
Gallen, 10-2, 3.02 ERA. He takes on Reed Detmers, a lefty, 1-5 with a 4 ERA. We're fucked.
Yeah,
we're getting
not
swept.
We're not looking good.
And I had 2 out of 3. We're losing. Yeah, we are going to be losing tomorrow.
007 says you have to be a better farm team. Got to go with the young stars coming up. That's what the Dodgers do way better. But plus, yeah, they have so much freaking what do you call it? Scouts. I used to claim to be a Halo honk until I realized I was brainwashed in a cult. That is true, dude. Fabio was there tonight, or not Fabio was there tonight. I was thinking of Dimitro. Dimitro, was nice to meet you again and say hi.
Dimitro was there tonight?
Yeah, he was there tonight.
I didn't catch him.
On the bright side, we are only 0-1 in the month of July. We can still get 15 wins this month, but we need a major trade in the next 3 weeks.
Get the honk effect for that,
Oh,
please.
yeah, that's super honkish right there.
That is honking your honk like I have never honked before. What? What did I just say?
You just said a whole bunch of stuff.
Words.
Angels need to win 18 out of 20 to win this month.
So that's a Herculean effort and then some.
Load management doesn't help Rendon either, and he's still an error machine. Oh, and you want to give the update from Sam Blum on Rendon?
Go on ahead.
Yeah, where Rendon had said that what did he say? It hurt his hand or whatever because it was his bad
stinger
hand
or something, right?
Yeah. I don't know. There's no excuse. You get paid $38 million, bro. Stop. Yeah, I know. I saw that.
Let him do what he wants, Jason Hess.
Jason
says a long ass drive, Jason. Let me do what I want.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, he drove him from somewhere on the other side of the country.
Yes, exactly. Fernando reminds me of Matt Vasgersian on the hot stove with his soundboard.
Santa Maria.
Can't trade a young offensive switch hitting catcher, Angels Central says. What do you guys think about that? Because he could get you some players back.
I mean, it really depends on, what the long-term effect is going to be on this team. You need to figure out what your long-term direction is. You need to figure out who your building blocks are. Because no matter which way you slice it or dice it, if we don't make the playoffs this year, you have to tear it down to the studs. Yeah. Because, in theory, you'll be losing Ohtani. And then what?
Yeah.
Where are you?
Yeah. See, also, if the Angels keep shitting the bed, Nevin gone before the All-Star break, I think we're all opposed to that.
Yeah, the thing is, Perry fired Joe Madden the middle of last season. I don't see, because that would be consecutive years of firing a coach, which I don't think any GM is going to be willing to do. This is becoming the Fernando soundboard show.
They like the soundboard.
Tonight, it's time for you to check out what I want. I want balls and John Stamos.
Well, I will say Homer Simpson would definitely say that our team sure did suck last night, being Saturday.
First, Rogers got to get on with.
I was pretty cocky. I want balls and John Stamos.
There you go.
Yeah, he wants a lot of John
The offense was sucky, I'll tell you that.
I got to find the sucky thing.
It was down. It was down.
Yeah, I always lose it. Right here, yeah.
Yeah, Mo, that team sure did suck last night. They just plain sucked. I've seen teams suck before, but they were the suckiest bunch of sucks that ever sucked.
Exactly. Let's see. Also,
Renfro especially. Oy.
Let's see. I can do tomorrow's post game on IG. The chair says, "Okay, well then there you go."
Thanks. Thank you, James.
James is always there for us.
We love you, James. James, can you play the Ohtani? Wait, that's the wrong James.
That's the wrong James.
All right.
Any final thoughts on tonight? It was terrible. Other than the podcast, or not the podcast. Yeah, the podcast we're gonna release tomorrow, and then also the damn, the fun with the fans. I mean, the game just shit the bed.
Yeah, it's just a hit one of the fart sounds. Oh. Or hit them all like you do with Hammer's phone calls.
I love the description. Quite dry.
Yeah. Lumpy.
Yeah, or this is just this sums up Squid too.
It's like somebody took a shit and then took a shit.
So, my final thoughts. I'll go ahead and say this. Tough game. Anderson did decent. I was surprised. It was great to meet everybody. It was worth coming out here. I had a good time. I don't regret coming out here.
Yeah.
And it was just nice to meet everyone. That's what I'm going to remember. I'm not going to remember the fact that Rendon decided to poop the bed and strike out there. I'm not going to remember the fact that Ohtani swung out of his shoes multiple times.
His helmet came off on one swing, actually. I saw.
There you go.
Even from sitting way out where I was.
I'm not going to forget the fact that Mike Trout decided to get a hat trick.
Yeah. Again.
Yep.
Yeah, a flat night for the offense, but we had a good time.
I had some things to say after the sixth inning, if you will, when everybody was starting to crap the bed. It was just
It was super positive, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was very positive, just like Roger Lodge. Because just like that, it was balls and watching my hitters fail to hit when it matters.
Yeah. I mean, and then what MT says right here, the season ticket holder, and he goes to road games too. Says at the game tonight, which too bad we didn't say hi to each other, but he said why they hit on the first pitch. That was something we kept talking about all night. Arizona starting pitcher had a low pitch count.
He was under 80 pitches in the bottom of the seventh.
Yeah.
That dude could have gone full Framber Valdez from the right side and had a complete game, but I'm actually very surprised they took him out in the eighth inning with one out just so Andrew Chafin could go face Shohei. He was at 82 pitches.
Yeah, he was working
82.
it.
Anderson was near 100.
Well, either way, Torey Lovello, former Angel, he made all the right calls tonight. I hadn't realized that dude's been managing that team for 7 or 8 years already.
Oh yeah.
But dude, he again another manager that straight up outcoaches our manager, and the hitting just doesn't come through. So, all in all, again, I'll just say it was a really nice time meeting a lot of people. This is like the most people we've ever met, or at least I have, walking through the stadium, not just recognizing the post-game show, but recognizing the page, recognizing Fernando, recognizing the podcast, and giving us our takes and what the show means to them and what the page means to them. So it was very gratifying, because there's times like Fernando's mentioned it too, you get caught up in life and you're just like, damn, dude, like we're putting in a lot of time into this. Is it really worth it? But when you have a night like this, like win or lose, it was for us. It was a nice feeling, and we had a lot of fun.
Okay. There's one
Absolutely.
thing I want to leave you guys with. One thing here. With when it comes to this was tweeted out from Sam Blum and posted on Halo Talk's Instagram page. This was about like us swinging at the first pitch every time.
Okay.
When asked Phil Nevin about the plate approach today, here's the quote: "We talk about being aggressive. We have a ton of first pitch hits this year, and you have a game where there's 6 first pitch outs, and a couple of those were in the seventh inning. If we're getting hits on the first pitch, we're not talking about this. But here's the thing. We do have to talk about it, because I think that swinging at the first pitch is one of the worst things you could possibly do. If it gets results, it gets results. But I want a patient at-bat. To me, if you can see at least 6 pitches in the at-bat, you've done something right."
Mm-hmm. You're good?
I'm good. That's all I got.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then there you go. I'm just really happy you guys are on right now, too. We got like almost 50 people on tonight, which is good. We're hoping that they break the losing streak tomorrow, because, we just can't keep taking negative phone call after negative phone call.
Anymore. I just can't. And they can fire me if they want, but I can't sit around and listen to negative phone call after negative phone call. If you're a so-called Angel fan, if you're a Halo honk for life like me,
shut up.
Then shut up with
Nevin's gotta go.
It's this guy's fault. It's that guy's fault. Forget it. Let it go. We got a lot of baseball left to be played, and the season starts tonight.
Exactly. Season starts tomorrow. Oh, no, it's tonight.
Yeah, it's currently Sunday. The season starts today.
Exactly.
You son of a bitch.
That's all right.
I'll be there. I'll be in San Diego on Monday, if anyone's going to be out there. That'll be my last day in Cali. I'm going to be driving back to Texas on 4th of July. Hopefully I never have to make that drive again. This will be my 4th time in my life making that drive. Oof. I'm over it. It's not a fun drive back to Dallas, but yeah. It was worth it. If any of you guys are going to be out at Petco Park, let me know.
We got to get this guy back to Cali at some point. But either way, we're going to go out to Texas to visit him. Big 20 wanted me to read this one real quick. Yeah, great meeting you guys, Grill Master and Fernando, and for the first time. And Todd, great seeing you again today. Oh, and yeah. So
I'm so wasted.
I'm gonna go to the beach and go get those 3 girls that I talked about on my phone call last night. Oh yeah.
Like this, basically.
It's a way of looking at that wave and saying, "Hey, bud, let's party."
Where'd you get this jacket?
Like Sebastian, disappointing game, but great time at the tailgate. And glad I was able to get a bobblehead. I'll be there tomorrow at the game, hoping for a W.
Bring us a W, because we couldn't today. But yeah, Big 20, it was nice to meet you, man. It really was.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone have a good night, and we'll talk to you some other time, probably Monday or whatever, because I think James, support him on the pre- and post-game show. He's going to be handling that for us tomorrow. So peace out, everybody, and thank you for staying up late. It is officially Sunday.